Well, one last game for the Mumbai Indians in the league phase. At least it's been a disappointing season by all accounts for them, for the defending champions to struggle their way even to compete for that fourth playoff spot. On Maruti Suzuki presents ESPN Cricket for T20 Timeout with Gautam Gambhir and Ian Bishop. We'll just break down Rohit Sharma's season, the batter. Gautam, you made some interesting points. He never has that big season like KL Rahul tends to personally or Virat Kohli tends to. Even this season, it's been underwhelming to say the least for Rohit.
I don't understand why. And I have
Hmm.
no reasons to probably even defend him. So he's a world class player. I've always admired him when he bursted onto the scene in international cricket. I said even then that he's probably the best talent India's ever had. And then he's proved himself on international stage. But it just amazes me that when he wears that Mumbai Indians jersey, he's never had a season like what Virat Kohli or, for example, even KL Rahul had a 600 run season. And I don't know why someone who's got so much of ability and can score runs at will at the international stage and in international T20s
Hmm.
can't go to have that kind of an impact in IPL. Probably
Hmm.
can't. Honestly, I can't explain. Sometimes when you can't explain something, there's no point explaining it.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk about approach and intent, which we speak so much of in the IPL pitch. And Rohit has won more titles than those two players. Those two players have had more personally impressive IPLs. Now, sometimes we tend to say the rest of the Mumbai Indians team allows for Rohit to play, with
Mhm.
more freedom, not put a big price on his wicket. Did that call for a bit of a correction this season? Look at the form of the Mumbai Indians.
Yeah, you could say that. Look, you would assume that Rohit would have had bigger seasons batting in the top of the order. You'd assume that his strike rate would have been better. The little caveat this season, as you suggested, that the middle order hasn't fired, so he might have assumed or taken on more responsibility in the same way that KL Rahul tends to, with his fragile middle order, tends to shoulder a lot of the burden, whether you agree with it or not. But yes, I expect more from Rohit because he's one of the most fabulous players now across formats, really, going
Hmm.
around at the moment.
Gautam, anything on that about his approach?
Look, his approach has been, I think, a bit timid, especially during the IPLs. He goes and plays aggressively when he plays international cricket. When it comes to IPL, he goes in his shell. I don't know what's the reason. In fact, if anything, he should have been even more aggressive with the kind of team Indians have. It's not like the Punjab Kings, or for example, any other team or a Sunrisers kind of middle order. He's got Hardik Pandya, he's got Karan Pollard, he's got Surya Kumar Yadav, Ishan Kishan, all those guys now who's got the firepower. So he should have been even more aggressive. So probably I don't know about the approach. It has to be mental side of things as well. Probably either he takes it little lightly or probably he's just concentrating too much on the captaincy side of things as well because that could be one reason because from the talent point of view there is no doubt he should have had a massive season and he opens the batting sometime when he never used to open the batting. We used to say that Rohit Sharma should open the batting because he opens the batting for India. Why is he not opening the batting for Mumbai Indians? But in the last couple of seasons he's actually opened the batting and still not had the same impact what he should have. Yes, he's got them off to a decent start or probably he's got the starts, but then you don't expect Rohit Sharma to get 20, 30s or 40s. You expect Rohit Sharma to get hundreds. And that is the kind of expectation all of us have from Rohit Sharma because he's delivered at the big stage or probably the biggest stage in cricket. So probably it's just probably too much of thinking on the captaincy side of things. That could be the only reason.
All right. Well, he's got one more crack at least against the Sunrisers. Let's see how he goes there. Thank you, Ian Bishop and Gautam Gambhir. This was Maruti Suzuki presents ESPN Cricket for T20 Timeout.
We call it people technology.